Oh, what day are we on? It is Thursday. I had to rush around a little bit as we got our show underway, but we're happy to have everybody here and excited for some stuff coming up next week and this weekend as well, as the Alamogordo Lady Tiger soccer team is having a team camp. Now, I say it's a Lady Tiger soccer camp, but it is for boys and girls, and we've got the varsity girls coach here with us, Coach Rudy Barbosa. Coach, how are you?
Good afternoon, Charles. Thank you for inviting us in.
Well, happy to have you here. We've got a full group. We've also got Andrez Montoya, who's the JV coach and assistant on the boys team. And what is your official OCYSL?
I'm actually president of the league. I'm in my first term.
Okay, so I didn't know if you were president or not, but we got...
Yeah, unfortunately, you know how we all are. Tight-knit soccer community, got to jump in where you can. So.
All right, very good. Fatso, Shawna Williams is here with us. Shawna, how are you?
Good.
Good. Grab that mic and pull a little bit closer to you there. There you go. Either scoot up or bring it closer to you, whichever one. How's your summer gone so far?
Good.
Good. All right. And we've also got Gabi Sandoval here with us as well. Gabi, how are you?
I'm good.
All right. And how about your summer? Has it been pretty fun so far?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. Let me see, make sure everything's good there. And Scott Drake?
Correct.
All right. And he always calls me Mike, and I always see him, and I was thinking, I know Drake in the last name in there. Bring that mic a little bit closer to you there.
That's
Coach.
all you needed. Drake is fine.
Drake is fine? Okay. Coach, how are you?
Good.
And, of course, he is the assistant coach for the girls varsity team. And you know what? I'm not sure I've ever gotten your full name before. I see you all the time out there, Coach. How are you?
Good, thank you. My name's Sal Sandoval.
Sal Sandoval. I knew you were Gabi's dad, but I was one of those things that I was like, I don't know if I've ever asked his first name before. So, all right. We're extremely warm in here. I can tell you that much. It's a warm day outside, and but we're excited for soccer season to get going. First off, you've got your 2-a-days for both the boys and the girls soccer team coming up here in just a little while. Coach, what's coming up for the girls in a few weeks?
2-a-days begin July 9th, and that kicks off our Lady Tiger soccer season. I think the boys start same time. Yeah, and we're excited to get it going.
Yeah, I tell you what, and I know I actually ran into Adam Foltz in the grocery store the other day, and he's going to be out there working out. Sounds like some of the other the Tigers that are moving on and going off to college, they're going to be out there working out with everybody. Is that right, Andres?
Oh, absolutely, and it's something we obviously encourage because not just because they're going on to the next stage, but they got to stay fit year round, and it's also really good for the younger guys, especially the 8th graders who may have never seen them play before, come out on the field. It's definitely encouraging to see what you can do with being in the program.
Shawna, what kind of off-seasons are you doing? Any travel stuff right now, or 3v3, or?
Yeah, we're gonna start doing some 3v3s here and there, and then travel just ended.
Travel just ended. Yeah. Okay, so do you play with a local travel team, or one out of Cruces or El Paso, or?
Local.
Where is it? Local. Okay. I wasn't sure. You just know the team that you play on, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Gabi, what kind of stuff you've been doing during the off season so far?
Well, we've been doing the traveling team, but it just finished up, so.
Okay. And you're on the same team as Gabi is, or not Gabi, as Shawna is, or?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you're on the same team that Shawna is. Very good. Let's talk about the youth camp, though, because I know it's a big thing what you guys are here to promote. Obviously it's a fundraiser, but it's also, we've seen, I feel like, over the last few years with the varsity teams and the JV teams, how important the OCYSL has been, and things like this, just working on skills during the off season. For you guys as coaches, this kind of thing is really important to get the kids out there and see you guys, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've had other camps come in, but I don't think they carry the same investment as we do. These are our kids. These are the kids, our feeder program, and we've been working very closely with OCYSL here and trying to do some great things in that league that's going to help both the boys and the girls varsity programs. And I'm excited, and I think it's exciting to have those, be able to see what's coming into our programs, and having those kids get to know us, get to know some of the players, get to know the coaching staff. Being able to see what they can do, maybe give them some help on what they need to develop, work on, and stuff like that. This is our second one. Last year we did it. I had a ton of fun. I think the kids had a ton of fun. I think they learned a lot, and I'm excited to go again.
And sign up, you can actually get stuff on the OCYSL page, right?
Absolutely, and we're actually just starting a new website. It's oterocounty.nmysalive.net. Kind of difficult, but follow us on Facebook. You can Google it. You'll find the link to the new website. Register online. And coaches being a little modest here. Yes, it's only in the second year, but legendary coach here in town. You get an opportunity to coach with hopefully someone you get to play for in the future. It is open for kids 6 to 14, boys and girls. Just because we call it Lady Tiger Soccer Camp doesn't mean it's for girls only, so boys are obviously welcome. One and only opportunity here to get some great field time with Coach Rudy and his staff. So, and I'm sure we're going to have some players out there from the Lady Tigers, and some of the boys will make some guest appearances. Like we said, register online, follow us on Facebook, follow the Lady Tiger Soccer page on Facebook, easy to find. They'll have a direct link to where anybody can register.
Yeah. Coach Drake, in terms of skills, what's the most important thing obviously you've got a daughter that plays in the team, but what do you look for kids from you start at age 6 but up as they get closer to high school? What are the skills that are most important that you like to see them working on and have ready by the time they get to high school?
Honestly, for me, it's heart, because we can teach you the skill that you need, the skill that you're lacking, but all of these kids, started with youth soccer and touches on the ball. The more touches you get on the ball, of course, the more you're comfortable you're going to feel around it. So, coming out to this camp, it's more about coming out just for fun and enjoyment, and then we'll show you the skills that you need to develop as you go back either to your rec squad or club, and then when we get you out there, there's everybody wants to be the lead striker or the goalie, and those are both positions that are skill positions that we can teach you how to do it, but there's a lot of practice that goes in. The first thing is the heart that goes behind it, though.
Yeah. Gabby, what was the position you wanted to be when you first started playing soccer?
Well, I've always just liked being center midfield.
Oh, okay, you like where you're at the center midfield. All right. Shawna, you're already a striker, so I'm sure that's what you liked being from the get-go?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But Coach is probably right that there are a lot of kids, they want to be scoring the goals or either stopping the goals, right?
Yeah, and Andrez is here to as a witness to what we're trying to do, because as my coaching staff can attest to, sometimes with these girls and the boys playing together in the league, when they're combined, it gets to a point where girls need to play with girls. Girls need to be playing with girls. Boys need to be playing with boys, because what happens is when all these girls show up and we ask them, hey, what position you playing or want to try out for? What do we get? Coaches. Defense, right? Most of the girls. These girls are the exception here. They played offense on the offensive side of the ball, and they're very good at their craft. But when you're playing with boys, usually the boys get the offensive side. They stick girls back in the back, and I think that we need to change that. And we're trying very hard, and I think it's on the right track, and I think we're going to get there.
Yeah, get the opportunity for everybody to maybe even play every position, or just to know how to play every position. Is that what you like to see, Andres?
Oh, absolutely. And this camp gives us a great opportunity to not only see fresh faces, but returning faces. Soccer is truly a year-round project, not just for OCYSL, but for the Alamo Tiger and Lady Tiger programs. Talking about separating, the Alamo United club team has grown greatly. We're doing a lot more things this summer. There's some big announcements from Otero County. We are going to hopefully be moving to a new complex in the fall. You can also find our registration. We're open online, so where you register for the Lady Tiger Soccer Camp, you can register for the fall season as well. So a lot of big things, and one thing that we didn't mention at this point in the broadcast was that we are moving the camp to Tiger Stadium.
Oh, okay.
So all the kids are going to play under the lights, the big football field on the turf. So pros and cons to it, but we'll have some nice playing field, and mom and dad can sit in the stands and enjoy it for a couple hours every night.
And give them a little more time I know that, they're doing a lot of work trying to fix the fields over at Reiner Steinhoff Soccerplex. I think we've all known that there's been some work needed to be done on that, but there's a lot of work going on right now. Is that correct, Coach?
Absolutely. The gentlemen are out there working hard every day, trying to get that field up and going. We're still in the process of knowing where, hopefully we have our fingers crossed that it'll be ready, but if not, then I'm sure that we'll have a plan B.
Yeah, absolutely. We hope that to be the case as well. I think, Shawna, for you, just to have that field up to top notch would be a big deal for both you on the girls' team and on the boys' team as well. Is that exciting to hopefully? What difference would that make for you as a player out there to have the field a little bit better conditioned for you?
Oh, it'd make dribbling a lot easier and everything, so it doesn't just hit a bump and you're like, okay, where's the ball going? Or like shooting or something, when it like hit something and ricocheted, it'd just be more smoother and more accurate.
Yeah, make a big difference. How about for you in the midfield, Gabby? I mean, just obviously controlling the ball and not having to worry about it hit something weird or on a pass.
Yeah, that's about what I would say be it, because it always just like will be going straight, and then all of a sudden it hits a bump and turns the other direction. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah. Well, at least you guys know where the bumps are. A little bit of a home field advantage for you guys. I mean, you kind of have that going.
Well, now, Charles, if we can interject real quick, just to let the community know, we're asking for help. We've posted on Facebook that we are doing a cleanup of the JV field, and what we mean by that is, obviously, there's two main fields at Steinhoff. The lower field with the tower and everything is basically we call the varsity field. The upper field is where we're probably going to end up having to do most of our two-a-days. They're not doing much work on it. They did kind of top seed it or top layer it with dirt, but there's rocks in there. The gophers have been a problem throughout the city, so we are taking an effort this Saturday. We're asking anybody from the soccer community, any fans, anybody willing to go out there and help, bring a shovel, bring a rake, some able willing hands. We got to go pick up rocks and fill in gopher holes if we can. If you see a gopher, we might have to take care of that, but we will be meeting at Steinhoff 7 a.m. Saturday morning before the heat gets out, and the more that show up, the better off we all are. We get to go home and watch some great World Cup games, so please come out and help us this Saturday at Steinhoff. We tried last weekend, but the rain hampered us, and we'll take any rain anyway. So
yeah, Andrez is a little heartbroken in the World Cup right now. As the Argentina-Croatia match had just finished up, and he's a big Messi fan and a big Argentina fan. So 3-0, by the way, was the score in that. When I came in and he said, "Oh, it's 3-0," I was like, "Oh, Argentina's up."
No,
wow, that surprised that.
Somebody's not a fan. Somebody's not a fan. That's okay. We'll shift focus to Mexico, right? They had a good first one against Germany.
There you go. Yes, they had a very
I know there's a lot of German fans in town, but we personally wouldn't mind seeing them crash out early, get some new face up there in the final, so it'd be good to go.
Yeah, I agree. Wouldn't be too bad at all. Ladies, you have a team that you're rooting for in the World Cup? Is it Mexico? No.
Mine is kind of now.
Yeah, Gabby is. Shawna?
No, I'm still on Argentina's bagwagon.
All right.
I'm staying there.
Sticking with Messi. That's what it is. Okay, I understand. Coach, Mexico?
Mexico.
All right. Very good. Drake, you got a team that you're rooting for?
I was going for Peru till this morning. Now I'm jumping on the Mexico bandwagon.
Sal, you got a team that you're pulling for?
Oh, yeah, definitely Mexico.
Mexico? Okay, so there you go. I'm a man without a country right now. Obviously, the U.S. sitting at home still makes me very sad, but I'm sure that's for everybody here that the U.S. is sitting home, so got to find somebody to root for. I was going to do Iceland. I just like their chant, the clapping. Yeah, that's good stuff. I like that the Minnesota Vikings have adopted that. It makes sense for them. So, anyway, getting off track. We want to mention again the Otero County Youth Soccer League working with Coach Barbosa and the Lady Tiger soccer team for a youth camp coming up next week. Monday it starts, and it'll be 5:30 to 7:30. You can register now online. Easiest way would just be go to the Otero County Youth Soccer League Facebook page, and you can find the links there.
Absolutely.
And if folks want to register the day of, like Monday before it starts, is that something that's possible, or you guys wanted people to go online and do that, Coach?
Well, I think that option is open, right?
Yes, that option's open, but it'll cost you an extra $10.
Okay.
So register online.
Yeah, makes it a little.
And we were talking about 3v3s. Also note that we are hosting a 3v3 tournament July 14th. You can register online for that as well. You'll find that info on our Facebook page. So if you guys, all those soccer heads out there, get your teams together. July 14th, under the lights.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice and cool, not in the sun. So register now, Saturday, July 14th for that.
At least not as hot. That would be a nice thing for that. Girls 3v3, I mean, how much does that help you when you get it? Is it just fun to play, or is that something that helps you out when soccer season rolls around?
Well,
Shawna?
it has its like pros and cons. Like the field's not as big, so like it'd be easier just to get a quick like 1-2 go, Yeah. And then like the goal smaller, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Gabby, you like 3v3?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. What is it? What is it? Just the speed of it, and not as wide open as the rest of it?
Yeah, I like that part about it, and that you get more touches on the ball.
Yeah. Coach, I mean, what do you like about 3v3 for players in terms of them learning some skills?
The best part is they're out there having fun.
Yeah.
Most of the time they pick up 4 girls on a team, and so like Gabby says, they're always rotating. You get a lot of touches on the ball, but it is a time where they're kind of just coaching themselves or having a good time, so that's the the part I'd like these girls to know is that they can love soccer their whole life. So, but it's got to be fun if we're going to have them love it their whole life.
Yeah, and what I think, again, it's worth pointing out that there is stuff going on all summer long for somebody that wants to be involved in sports in this community and in soccer. Coach, I mean, there's no reason for the kids to be sitting inside the house. There's something to go out there and do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have the camp, which I guarantee you'll have a lot of fun. You'll learn a lot. And then we have the 3v3, which is also part of one of our big fundraisers for the summer. And we were glad that OCYSL worked with us and gave us that fundraiser, and we have a lot of fun with it. It's been very successful in the past few years, so we don't expect anything less this year.
Yeah. And Andres, I'd ask you from that standpoint with the OCYSL, because you guys have a spring league, you guys have a fall league, you've got stuff going on throughout the summer. I mean, your goal is obviously to keep people involved and remind what's going on.
Absolutely. We're a whole fresh new board, new blood. Not to discount anybody from the past, they set the groundwork to get us where we are, and obviously working with the Tiger programs. We've got a lot going on. As I stated before, we're changing our registration system. Everything's completely online now. It's way easier. You could do it on your phone even. Go to our Facebook page, find the link, register for that now. And like I was going in that direction, we're attempting to do a summer league. We tried this year, it didn't quite work out, but I think it's something we'll revisit in the future. We also have permitted through the city to take over the hockey rink at Washington Park. Okay. So it gives our kids the opportunity to play on the weekends whenever they want, so we kind of reserve it for them. And then we've talked about maybe doing something in the winter, and again, maybe next summer. So, soccer's our whole lives around here. Well, at least everybody in this room. It's all about soccer, pretty much nothing else.
And you can't make the official announcement about maybe moving to new location.
Well, I can. We had a meeting with the city yesterday. We came to a final agreement. We will be hosting all our games at the Balloon Park on Lavelle Road beginning this fall. September 22nd will be first game days. We're not going to do practices there because they just reseeded. We're going to give the grass more time to grow. However, we're going to have level playing field. There's no gophers, knock on wood, out there. So it's a fresh start for us. We're going to start asking the community for help in purchasing some of the goals. It is a big monumentous effort, and we also want to take the time. I know he's not in here today. Adam Foltz was Gatorade Player of the Year. He selected OCYSL to receive the $1,000 grant.
Wow, that's great.
To a nonprofit. So yeah, he's helping with that. We're gonna do something for him there, and he also put us in the running for an additional $10,000.
Awesome.
From Gatorade. So big shout out to him. Only the third in Alamo history to do that. We haven't seen you girls do it, so these two over here need to work pretty hard this next year.
There you go. I was say Gabi and Shawna would like to be the first girl to do that. Yeah, they're nodding their heads right now.
Absolutely.
All right, we want to certainly mention the camp again. It's next week, Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 7:30. We've been talking a lot of OCYSL because obviously the kids that are going to be involved in this youth camp, they don't necessarily have to be OCYSL kids, but a lot of them are, and maybe it's a gateway for them. Maybe you have a kid who's 6, 7 years old who hasn't played with organized soccer yet. You'd like to be the one to help them get them into one of these leagues, right, Coach?
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, we want them out there kicking the ball. We want them to be soccer first, and what better way to get there than to have them work with us and then enjoy the game of soccer, as Coach Drake said.
Yeah, that's right. And for those with questions, OCYSL is just the motivating partner here. We're just helping organize for Coach Rudy. All the proceeds here are going to go to his fundraising fund, or whatever they need for the program.
Absolutely. This is going
to
ladies.
This including the 3v3. Yeah, OCYSL is involved, but in no way, shape, or form are the profits going back to OCYSL.
Yeah.
And we do need to say they do need to bring their own ball, because we do get various age groups. Now we will have some balls there, but the little ones, the balls we have are the size 5 that older girls use. So if they're 6, 7, they need to bring their size
3 for 6, 7. When they get 8, 9, bring a 4.
Yeah, if they have their own ball, they need to bring their own ball to their camp. Especially the younger ages. If the older ages, we have no problems. We all have.
As I said, OCYSL's there to help. We'll have some out there for the kids, so don't think you got to rush out there and go buy one just because you can't find it in the yard or it's flat. Yeah, we have a pump. We'll help you out.
And that's the point. If you don't have a ball, come out anyway. They want you to be involved as well. So,
right.
Yeah. And I was trying to think where I was going to go next, but I lost my train of thought. Girls, I mean, Shawna, what age did you start?
I started around 4 or 5.
4. Gabby?
I started around 3 or 4.
3 or 4. So I mean, that's the point. I mean, you've got these kids that are starting at such a young age, and these two are obviously on the varsity Lady Tiger soccer team. You can start at any age, and learn just the basic skills and get out there and have some fun.
And all the way up to the kids who, well, I think I want to try soccer. Come on out, and let's see if you've got the heart to do it, because we'd love to have you, and we can teach you the skills that you're lacking. So just because you didn't start at 4 doesn't mean this isn't the camp for you. This is the camp to come have fun and get the exposure and just see what you can do. See if you truly enjoy soccer and want to come out and devote your life to it like some of us do.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. I mean, obviously, I've been talking about the young kids, but somebody who's just getting ready, 5th or 6th grade, or somebody that's getting ready to go into, or I should say 4th or 5th grader, or somebody that's getting ready to go into middle school and maybe hasn't played a whole lot of soccer. You'd love to be able to have a chance to work with them and have them come out and work with you guys.
Oh, absolutely. There's things, as Coach Scott kept saying, there's things that can be measured, there's things that can't be measured, and heart is one of the things that cannot be measured. We don't know what's in that chest. We can see how fast you are. We can see what skills you have. All that stuff can be coached.
Yeah.
Be able to have the heart for it, that's a whole different world. And sometimes those are the kids that make the biggest impact.
Yeah. And I'd say, I think everybody's high on soccer right now. Anytime the World Cup's going on, I think everybody's thinking about it and what's going on with that. So, if you got a kid that's watching it and it kind of seems interested, and whatever age they are, this would be the perfect time to come out.
Absolutely. Got to take advantage now. And as I said, our fall season's right around the corner. We're taking registration now, and we actually start at age 3. We take 3-year-olds across the board. So if you got a kid who's 3, register, and we'll take them all the way through U19.
Alamogordo Lady Tiger Youth Camp is next week. It's ages 6 to 14, and it'll be. Now, you guys said you're going to be at the Tiger Football Stadium now, correct?
We will.
Yes.
Okay, so we want to make sure we have the location correct now at the Tiger Football Stadium. So it'll be there on the turf, and that'll be a fun thing to see as well, to get to see the soccer group out there and practice, and it'll be a fun 5 days. And again, I believe cost is $65. Is that correct?
$65 if you register online, $75 if you wait till Monday. But it does include the camp shirt and, of course, some great one-on-one time here with Coach Rudy. So
there you go. So it's going to be fun. I think we're excited about what's coming up with Lady Tiger Soccer this year. We're excited about the 3v3 tournament and, of course, the youth camp, and we'll see how it all goes. Coach, appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to make sure you mention about the camp before we get out of here?
No, we just want you to know that we're going to be out there. I guarantee you will not regret coming out there. I think you will learn a lot. You will have a lot of fun, which is our most important goal of why we do this camp. And all the coaching staff, OCYSL, the players here, and there will also be some boys that are volunteering to come and help. You get to meet them. Some of these girls will be volunteering as well, and my coaching staff, some of the OCYSL staff will be out there. It's going to be a great camp. I think that we're going to really enjoy it.
All right, again, at the Tiger Football Stadium, starting on Monday at 5:30, and it goes every day 5:30 to 7:30 all the way through Friday. Thank you all for coming in. It was nice having a full studio today. And
appreciate you having us.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the week. Coach.
Follow our Facebook pages,
Coach, appreciate it. Ladies, and we'll see you when the season starts. Actually, we'll probably see you before then. So.